There's so much to say about my brother Ben. You know, he has a lot of siblings, and I was the one that grew up with him. He loved me as his sister. He took care of me. And I thank God for him. I also like to say thank you, Lane, for taking care of my brother. Thank you to his kids. You guys know we're here for you. Our door is always open. You guys come over anytime. You know Mom will cook for us. Ben, he loved to eat. You know, he always calls Mom, I want this, I want to eat this and that. And same for all the boys. The boys, my mom, the boys, that she fed. Anything he wanted to eat, he always called Mom. But the one thing he always calls me, he says, sis, I've got peanut butter delight. Yeah, well, busy for me holiday, sis, I've got peanut butter delight. And the other thing he calls too, sis, wow, and then he would call and say, wow, if I say sale for company, this car jacket for size, yeah, usually a 6X. But the last time he called me before we went up to Wu's funeral, he goes, sis, I thought I could keep my size 5X. Yeah, and what I'm really gonna miss about him, he calls me, because right now I'm working with the Sunday school. He would call and be like, sis, yeah. He would have called me already and be like, don't forget kasi what's up. I was like, yeah, don't worry, bro, I got it. So Sunday school. So I just thank God for him. You know, he's just a humble heart. And us growing up, like me and Tim and Kaya, we would go out and play. This when we were living in Rainier. We would go out and play, and you know, there was only 2 bikes, and a lot of times it's Kaya and Ben, they would argue who would ride and who would, but it was like, hey, you guys gotta take turn. So who always wins? Kaya always wins. He gets the bike. So, you know, and one thing growing up too is he loved basketball. He loved to play basketball. Even when we moved to Portland, he loved basketball. He liked the Magic Johnson. He loved that. So he loved the Seattle Sonics when we was and then when we moved to Portland, he loved the Blazers. So he was a Blazer fan too, but most of all, he loved the Seattle Seahawks. You know, I'm gonna really miss him. He has that laugh. When he laughs, he makes everybody laugh and stuff. And then when we get together as a family, I want Ben, my mom. If there's something going, I outlay my dad. So, you know, I just thank God for, you know, the time that I got to spend with him. He was just a loving soul, you know, and I just pray that, you know, his kids, you guys carry that legacy for your dad, you know. But most of all, he loved his youth. He loved the young people. So my encouragement to the young people is, you know, strive for God. You know, whatever God puts in your heart, use your life for God, because you never know. When God calls you home, you got to be ready. You got to be ready for his coming. So especially our Portland youth, you know, Pastor loved you guys. He loved you, you know, so, you know, whatever you can do now, you better do it for God. And also, you guys got to take care of your parents. Whatever, if you have your parents that are alive right now, do something good for them. You got to love them, because you never know when God's going to call you home. But most of all, I love you, Ben. Manguilo Malanga. We'll see you in heaven. God bless.
Atun metelin belele wutu fa'amoy faisha. Arta makale tulai mai man no umai bele ba umar tamana. La masa wa mai ne. Ese foi quem so mal foi quem o cama. Ese so o por ma fere no uso. Wa. Mama open de quem e kulia se me vale agora. Eu não vou fazer o que eu não é. Fa pe as ko inga ni ma ko mi na pati. E lo loku a ai whaafare waka. E kemi meu ke whika o ki moe ni soi fuor ka kare. La tangata na maola whaatasi mai. Masalo te mua na mawhelo e mapeno le awhiri se lau o waka. Mawhelo mua na peno mato 88 or 89. Ahora e mofura paro no mo le afia fe pe ko no. Le kar mo ko inga le le kula ko. E te lo te me va band and you go to speech practice, football practice. But that time I was only like 10 at that time. Ya que me la caro ni que no la como ti, yo la metí. La caro la memoria wa ti no. A te mi ya afeli was la wa todo. Ino me ina venga ni amateur venga hi pole. Ma te feo e mo lo usore. Che sta una la mo feo lo. Lo feo lo la ma cammartini no. Ia o lo usore ia pe. O tamata mo muale. O tamata fina. E le ia pe le ala fina wa pe. E pa o me se mata mo penta o me meta o football. E si aro e Rams la no mai ai pipi na kare no e ba que si na hora no que foi que não tem aí eu se uso pen ele que me não vai a pen na lua because he was working night shift mas lá vai no pen sai o no bola na passa vai o coisa na vai mas não lá o não que ele o ele não coisa la me o que sao o ni ni ka mo e que la sue po femina no ko o kami ni que espera fi e a que diga que era ko e sta via que lo que o que no va o como le tu primera capa de fa con go vai ai pu pa ka ko ya e pe la pe mari uma no se lo pe o pe o verbo le a si stavo facendo un museo che muscolo fa un coi ne che pinga e carriera da alla veloce wow volevo fare so he lo yeah volevo fare o che le fai a pe o che le roba a cava o non potrei voi perché le fai a scopi poi con i sa o e io la auto fa poi kalau pen kau ni baik tu ya, mereka kalau kau orang musuh polisi, itu ada di platform terus oh suruh driver saya, payah mana nak ke buat kilo ni sebab, ada lorong sah orang pun berpusing sendiri pun, orang buat, pusing menang marah ya sekarang, akhirnya ini terkait kau, kalau ada orang terkait, usaha mesti mana boleh Then he came and dropped me off to school. Ben, I always clean his room for him. Also, I'm not going to miss you. I also put up a bed up. How do I miss you? But now I did kill one my bungalows. It's out there now, but one my room. It's a lot of other checking box. I am a checking box. I am not of four pen, we move a cowboy. Oh, and more of somebody of food. Get it out. I will better of four pen. Oh, one of that for the little kind of get well with pen. We'll go over him. Yeah, so we will not find him to Medusa. But we always side by side in the ministry. Lama e tusa nei ma finau nga nga tetu. O tanga te fia I meta musika. O una e le se tale ni fo e le tu ia te. e me tau musika. A o loa nau o pen, bo wa ai whaongai e le tu o pen. Na luta o le tangata e tu oti. E le te o lo tāla o le, la o lo whina o le tu. That's one thing he taught me. I said, no matter where you're at in life, don't forget, serve God. The best you can is serve God. La ngai te me sau le tu e kai oi, I na wala tauna te samani e tu sana lo whina mai. Ope, na mafua, wana mawaro to, wana. Lua fe mar wha, nga whiuro ka maso e o sole siya. O whiuro hanga le tolu. Pe ka kore nei an pe kolu masi o kolu mai na kine kolu na koika. Au ke kolu mai lungu kua. Ka whamaria na maulu o mei mei masia. I have an opportunity. Ila mga. For 1 whole year, I did not go to church. And I have no idea how Ben found out my number, nor where I live, or get out of the cool Ben. Myself, that there were more oi. Moro Ben invited and meet with church. Get up to conversar, but I wish I got out of question. If I pay a lot, I will show you. I will show you, sit here. Yeah. But they didn't know I like that. Go for your own of it. Over kicking it. But no, they know for it. Go over for a band of it. Oh, our keyboard player will be here next Sunday. I have no idea. I know how this is how Johnny was your team. But I'm not going to me. That's where my life. Go for a supper with my to but we always in ministry. But I never say if we now to touch the island. We know not better to be seen like the Vala of the King my family. Who don't know what was in Melody? I shout, boom, my Melody yet. So I did and moved in with him. We stayed together. But until I got married, moved back. Oh, I was a more sick. Oh, she was so sick. She was so bad. Yeah, last time we went. Baptized to single. She was. Oh, he can go back. But plan my pen. I think I got this figure. I'm not a number to lost the body with the food. I'm not a number. I find much in a time, but they find out what for you. No people, what am I going to find in my food? So I go for you. A plan my question, if I in my question, I wasn't a good area. If I played it for you, then I love you, brother. Don't worry, we'll continue the ministry. When I was in my tour, Tato filled out the land in the war. So near the tomb, Tato, so for your super.